Hi Aries, it's Samantha from Soul Pathways, and I'm here to give you your reading for May and June. Since we're at the end of May, I figured I'd include June too, okay? This is for couples, Aries couples, or Aries who are coupled. And it's a general reading, Aries, so it won't be for everybody. Just take what you can and leave the rest. It's for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Mars. Why Venus and Mars? Because those are the planets of love, okay? Venus would be for females and Mars for males. Okay? Also, Divine kind of got me. He's decided to, or Divine has decided to add energetic soul ties and soul contract to past life couplings into this as well. So this reading is also for that kind of couple as well. So if you find yourself not in union yet, but knowing that you're in that type of union with somebody, and you might find messages here, okay? Yeah, Divine has me doing messages for that grouping as well, okay? So, again, general reading. If you want a personal reading, that information is below, okay? The deck's been cleared and meditated on. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and get going, shall we? I hope you're doing good this Sunday. You're Divine. What can we tell Aries about their coupled Aries about their love life between now and June? End of June. There it is. Seems you're being tested. Or you're feeling tested, I just heard. Being tested or feeling tested in matters of your love life. Okay. There's some confusion. Pay attention to the synchronicities. It'll help you move forward. Okay. In matters of love. Okay. This is for both those in soul ties and soul contracts, as well as those in 3D couplings. So that would that was a pretty concise message. And this is for those who feel like they have true love at hand. Okay, you're feeling rather tested in the moment, or confused about a commitment, because there are clear boundaries. And you need to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Telepathic communication could be a... I heard limited on that card for some of you. Take what resonates though. And then temptation could be afoot for you. For some of you, third-party affairs, let's be honest. Even though you might find this, there might have been some other people involved, and or are now, okay? And you were happy. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Back. So these are so your feelings could have been a challenge in the past, or they're a challenge now, Aries. One of the two. The challenge here. Feelings. Your feelings, their feelings, whatever. They could have been a problem for you. You're honoring this fact that you understand that your feelings or their feelings were a problem. You also guilt. Also, legality could be a problem here. You could have legal situations, guilt over something you did or something they did to you. There's something going on here, legally or otherwise. I'm hearing your honor. So you could be having to go to court, or in court, or in jail, or going to prison even, I just heard, over something at this time. It's funny that came out in a love reading, but it's impacted because this happened because of something you did to the person you love, or you didn't know you loved, or you did know you loved. But I just heard it's very complicated. $6:51 on my timer when I said that. So 111, confirmation. Okay, so only take what resonates, okay? That was a little nuts. Okay. I'm being told to reshuffle. I'm gonna reshuffle these. You could be seeing this person in your dreams. Trust is an issue, I was just told. Could be a spiritual bond. Okay. Okay. There's soul recognition here. But there was temptation. Okay, so some of you could have strayed outside of your union, is what I'm getting. Regardless if this is an energetic bond or a 3D bond. Yeah. And it could have just been a momentary lapse of temptation. Regardless, it was still temptation, and it affected those you cherished deeply, and it affected the trust within the bond very deeply. And this was a true love bond that was extremely powerful. So this is the challenge right now, because I think it really led you, Aries, for those this resonates with, down a crazy path. This bond, okay? Because the receptivity changed, okay? The communication changed. I'm being told to take this communication and change it to this, which means no communication for some of you. Okay, this was an obstacle, because where there was once this, it became this. Because this is where you led from with initially with this relationship. When this happened initially, this is where you actually led from. And I think that was because you were misdirected into feeling this way from somebody you admired outside of this bond. But regardless, the universe is saying it's still on you because it was your decision to love or not love, and you chose to let your person go. And that was the challenge for you, or is still, and it was the test, which you seem to feel guilty over, because I think you didn't pass it. You fell for, or they, I want to say now, flip the roles. If this isn't you, if it's them, please do, flip the roles. There was an attraction outside that you may have felt was stronger, and you went towards it, or they went towards it, okay? You felt that, or they felt. I'm just going to say you, but please flip the roles if it was them, okay? It's just easier for me to say you, because this isn't, we're talking Aries. They could have very well felt that the connection was more balanced. So they went for that, or you went for that. Maybe they respected this person more, that's why. Or they thought that person was their twin. Whatever it was, that's where their emotions were, and they honored that. And I don't even know, I'm being told that that's fully what it was about emotions. I think really they were cut off on their emotions. It was more a sexual union, and about money. It was based on an illusion. Intense sexual attraction, where the real bond was left. So, where are we now? The court, the guilt. Okay, where are we now? Where are we now? Clarity. So I'm really feeling like this is a soul tie message or soul contract message, because I see a singular hand, and I feel like the light bulb finally went off, but you're alone. You've gotten the clarity, and you might be about some commitment. Now this could be 3D, that you're spending more time alone right now regarding some issue within a relationship. It could be that you stepped out on your marriage. It could be that you want to marry somebody, because I have two cards that are talking about marriage here. We've got rings here and commitment. You think somebody's remarkable, and you got roses, which are romance and music again. You want somebody for life, and you've got clarity that you really want somebody in your life lifelong. And you're spending time understanding that this is the case, that you do want. I've seen this word as oneness, and I don't understand why. And this isn't just any book, this is the Bible. So, I think for some of you, the fact that I've seen that word as oneness at first, I do feel like some of you are very focused on the fact that you hurt somebody that you're either in a marriage or committed relationship with, or that you want to be, or that you didn't see that you were meant to be. And you're divinely guided to understand that. I get that through the Bible. And you're open to receiving these messages now more than you've ever been, with the hand reaching up to the sky, to the luminous light. You're wanting to understand. Tying that into the obstacles and the guilt with I really feel like some of you are dealing heavily with karma and regret, legal situations from the past. Yeah. These are the next 3 cards, and I didn't even know it. So, obstacles and feelings of regret from the past. And the obstacle is you can't get to them. Yeah, you definitely feel like it's over. Like you blew it. Yeah, this card came upside down, and my deck's typically not upside down. Like they're not receptive to even hearing from you. That they would rather not. And though you might cherish them, they want to, and maybe deeply so, and even love them. Some of you never shared that. I think some of you want to rekindle the connection. So this is where we're at. So in the 3D, some of you may have stepped out, and I think you want to rekindle the connection. You want to bring balance back into a relationship that's in disharmony, regardless of what has happened. If you have or have not stepped out there, if there's disharmony in the marriage, or whatever type of relationship you have, no, I do feel like there was a stepping out. If it wasn't you, it was them. There's truly a connection, an attraction here. Oh, wrong card. Let's take this one. But there's like a confusion to whether or not you know, that's really reciprocated because of what's happened for some of you. Trusting that, because you don't feel respected anymore. You feel disrespected because of you've been hurt. So it's building up. Yeah, you don't feel honored either. But it's building up the trust again. Yeah. Oh, I saw this as tested. Wow. But the boundaries were put into place. Here's the boundaries. And, oh, tested was right behind universe. So, yeah, you were being tested. And for some of you, universe is guiding you to let go now. Okay. Now, I hate giving messages like that. but I'm not somebody who's going to sugarcoat things. Some of you know this isn't your person. Just simply for the simple fact that people who love you typically don't cheat on you. It's just like that. They don't. Period. But sometimes we've got to learn certain lessons, and you got to take this message to your higher power and work this out for yourself. I can only give you these messages, and you can take from them what you want and need. As a counselor myself, as I have a master's in counseling, and I've done couples counseling, and I do life coaching, I can tell you right now that if the message here for some of you is to let go and to move on, and that seems to be a bit of a challenge for some of you. And some of you, this is even a marriage. And you'll know if this is for you. Okay. You'll know, I'm being told. Pay attention to the signs 2229 when I say that. So 2211 could be significant, but either way, if it's not a marriage, it could be a committed relationship. You could be engaged, or you could just have been dating for a long time, or just even friends or whatever. But you're being asked to release and let go and move forward, because you've got to be alone to heal and do the work you need to do on yourself, and you can't do that if you are attached to another person. And attachment isn't love, by the way, folks. Attachment has nothing to do with love or obsession. Obsession isn't love either. It's nothing to do with love. It's actually the opposite of love. It has more to do with toxicity than it does love, obsession. Nevertheless, anything else coming out for Aries couples? Okay, so some of you Aries are going to marry your dream partner. Some of you. Some of you. Take only what resonates. But some of you are engaged or getting engaged. This is somebody you admire deeply, and you have a dream connection. This is your true, yeah, this is your, I heard best friend, bond, connection, union. Okay, yeah, you're going to be marrying them. They balance you out. They make your heart sing. You find yourself becoming young again. You may have met them already. Obviously, you're engaged. Or not. If this hasn't happened, it's going to be. happening. Very powerful love, though. Powerful love. Okay. Deep, transformative, cherish, very receptive. You guys probably talk like every day on the phone. Once you guys got talking, yeah, very romantic, very passionate. Once you guys got talking, it was all roses and a nights out and hand holding and I love yous. Yeah, this is a very sweet and tender, and it hits a sweet spot kind of love. I never thought this kind of love existed. I never thought I was going to get this kind of love. I didn't think this kind of love existed, I just heard. Yeah, past life, heart ties, soul ties. Oh, yeah. Oh, this was a surprise and a half for you guys. Okay, so you had a surprise, rekindle, connections, attraction. So you guys probably were like bumped into one another one day and were like, oh my God, you. Where have you been my whole life? Get over here, let's get married. Right? No, you never know these days. But nevertheless, this connection seems rather pretty awesome. And we're all on different timelines. So some of you, this has already happened. You're in it to win it. You're already there. You move forward. I'm hearing having children. I'm hearing have a dog, couple dogs, have moved. You're in a new place, new country, some of you. Some of you are working together. Some of you, yeah, shoot. And if you're not there, you're about to be there. And some of you are still not at that point yet. But this is the trajectory, okay? And this is for both groups, okay? Because I'm fully believing that if you're watching my readings, you're definitely a spirit. You got some spirituality in you. Okay, so focus on servicing one another. Okay, as well as servicing yourself. Healing that heart chakra is important. Okay, but giving and receiving is majorly important right now. Okay, but also being honest with yourself. Okay, so when it comes to healing, healing yourself, you have to be honest, because you won't make any progress if you're lying and in denial, right? But yeah, be honest with yourself and your partner, so you can bring forward a new beginning. I'm seeing this child as a new beginning, but some of you are having children. Some of you have conceived or are already about to give birth to children. You could live by the sea, by the ocean, by water, okay? Yeah, progress, moving, progress. Some of you are highly creative types too. Some of you could be, okay, into the arts. So this could be dancing, singing, acting. Others of you, it's more like painting, creating things with your hands. So yeah, creative projects. These types of things bring joy to you. And you're collaborating, daydreaming and doing it together. And this is very healing. Nevertheless, you're Some of you are moving. Like I said, moving. What's your desire? Yeah. So, the advice is, see only love. Work from a place of love. Heal your heart. Work from a place of love. Cleanse and detoxify yourself. Be open. Listen. Recognize that change is in the air. If you're asked to let go, let go. If you're asked to play more, play more. Okay? If you're, you know what I'm saying? If you're asked to notice a sign, please notice the signs. Okay? At the end of the day, my readings are general. Take from them what you can. I always say, even if something resonates, go within and talk to your higher power to make sure. Okay? I know this reading was more deep. Some of the messages were heavy. Aries, I ask you please to take this to divine and make sure that they're for you. Okay? Accept what I've said here. And do take it to divine. Forgiveness is coming your way for some of you from a new partner or somebody you've never met, but you're going to be meeting, okay? The ocean seems very significant too for some of you. You'll be accepted with open arms in some sort of new love situation. Some of you are very worried about whether or not you're good enough or not. You are. Remember, confidence is sexy as hell. So, come on. You are what you attract what you are. Come on. Chin up, bud. You got this. So, that's your reading, Aries. Yeah, that's your reading, my Aryan couples. I hope that you got something from it. And I thank you for stopping in. I'll have another reading for you soon. Marriage at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are to your true love. I mean, truly, you're getting married. And it's ridiculous how attracted you guys are. Love. I mean, look at all this love. Rekindle of love. I mean, I'm telling you, it's happening. Anyways, universe is totally on your side. Even if he's setting boundaries right now, go with it, because you have no clue the great things the universe can do for you if you don't follow the guidance you're being given. Go with the flow. Okay, so that's your reading. Know that you're loved. Come back. Come back, because I do have that pick a card reading, and it will be out soon enough. I'll start doing them, okay? Till then, take care, and know that you're loved. 3333 on my clock when I said that. Okay, take care. Bye, Aries.